The story follows a father and daughter, Quinn and her dad, who move to a small town called Kettle Springs, hoping for a fresh start. But instead of peace and quiet, they walk straight into a nightmare, a series of brutal killings carried out by someone dressed as a clown. Right away, the film sets up the tone with its small-town atmosphere. On Quinn's first day of school, she meets a group of local teens. One of them is Cole, whose great-grandfather invented Baypen corn syrup over a century ago. A small but interesting detail that ties into the town's culture. Kettle Springs has a yearly tradition called Founders Day, which celebrates their corn industry. There's a parade and the entire town gathers around a Friendo, the clown mascot featured on Baypen's label. But Quinn's new friends have turned Friendo into a fake serial killer for their YouTube channel. What starts as online jokes turns deadly real, and the tension builds from there. One of the main themes of the film is a generation clash. The teenagers don't get along with the adults, and the adults clearly resent the younger generation. You see this in small moments: pranks at school, harsh punishments from teachers, and even the cold attitude of the town's sheriff and mayor. There's also a believable emotional thread in the relationship between Quinn and her dad. They've been through a lot. Quinn's mom died of an overdose, and now they're trying to start over. Their bond isn't perfect, but it feels real, with moments of tension and care. This personal storyline gives the film more weight beyond the usual teen horror setup. Beyond that, the film explores typical teenage dynamics, friendship, sneaking out to parties, and maybe even a crush between Quinn and Cole. It doesn't break new ground in that area, but it keeps things relatable. The movie also tries to balance horror and comedy. Two of Quinn's new friends, Matt and Tucker, keep staging fake deaths by the Friendo clown for their YouTube channel. So when the real killings begin, no one believes them. It's a fun setup that leads to moments of suspense and confusion. And when the real violence kicks in, it's surprisingly brutal and gory. Some of the kills are very effective, especially with the build-up before the final blows. When the dust settles, the mystery behind the killer and the town's secrets are revealed. It's not a shocking twist, and if you're paying attention, you'll probably figure it out by the halfway point. But it's not a bad reveal either. It fits the tone and story the film is telling. Overall, the film's tone leans toward light horror with comedic elements. The setup is strong: a strange, small town, a creepy clown mascot, and a group of teens caught in the middle of something much darker. While the movie doesn't fall into the bad horror category, it doesn't fully deliver on its potential either. The humor works and doesn't get in the way of the horror, but personally, I think a more serious tone and a stronger mystery could have taken this to another level. The scares would have hit harder, and the ending might have left a bigger impact.